first thing you do to start all your sippers and your Good Girl Moonshines is you want to steep your tea. Here I have a cup of hot water with 2 vanilla chai tea bags. Here I have 2 Rubios tea bags steeping. Here are 2 peppermint tea bags steeping. Here are 2 watermelon lime zinger tea bags. And here are 2 oolong tea. Oolong is most versatile. You can make a lot of different sipper drinks with the oolong tea. And so I'm just going to make one for you, but perhaps in another video I can share more. And then your basic Good Girl Moonshine would just be these 2 ingredients, but I'm going to spice it up and just add some flavored water drops. So next I'm going to show you putting them together. For the first drink I want to share you, and you've probably already tried this one, but I'm just going to start basic with the Good Girl Moonshine. The instructions say to start off with a little bit of water, but usually when I make a Good Girl Moonshine, I fill it up with water and then all the ingredients, but I'm going to do it the way it says in the instructions. So it says to add your desired amount of apple cider vinegar. So I'm going to measure it this time. I usually just pour it in. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon. And then to that, I'm going to add my ginger. Now I know a lot of people use ginger juice, so go ahead and try to figure that out. I know that my Trim Kitchen, Luda, she's on Instagram. If you want to follow her, I highly recommend it. She has a way to make ginger juice that would be fabulous. And one day I will be doing that, but I have to get some ginger. And then I'm going to add this water drops to it. These are fabulous. I get these off of Amazon. And it is flavored stevia that you add to water. So if you just want to have flavored water, you can add it to it. But I love adding them to my Good Girl Moonshines because it gives some more flavor to them. So I have in there everything all mixed up. A lot of people don't like the powdered ginger because it doesn't mix well and then it stays, you know, maybe in the bottom of the cup, and that's why they do ginger juice. Plus it tastes better too. So I'm just going to whisk it up together with my milk frother. And then I'm going to add some water and ice. So here it is with both water and ice, and then you just mix it all up and you have your Good Girl Moonshine. Now if you don't have access to the water drops, you can make it plain just like this, or you can make it a way that I've tried before, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm not going to actually make the drink, but I'm going to share with you what to use. Now one of the teas I used was this watermelon lime. So what you would do, you would take the tea that you steeped, pour it in your cup, and add all your Good Girl Moonshine ingredients to it, which are your vinegar, your sweetener, and your ginger, or your ginger juice, and then it would be a watermelon lime Good Girl Moonshine. You can use any flavored herbal teas in place of your water because it's acting just like water. It's just flavored water is all it is. That's what tea is, you know. Plus you'll be getting the health benefits from whichever tea you've chosen. The next sip I want to share with you is the iced vanilla fat burning tea that you'll find in the Healthy Table cookbook. With that, you're going to need to steep the 2 oolong tea bags. So I have right here my oolong tea bags. This one is super basic and super easy. If you don't want a shrinker, this one is perfect for that. If you don't want all the cinnamon and everything of the shrinker and the spice, and you just want the fat burningness of the oolong tea, but you want it something different. So this is what you do. You get your 2 oolong tea bags that you have steeped and you add it to your cup, and then all you got to really do is add sweetener and a little some sweetener, some salt. Adding salt when you use pure stevia helps break the bitterness down. And then some vanilla. I just use this Mexican vanilla that I get at Walmart. So I'm going to add a little bit of this to it. I just use my cap to measure. And this is how you get a delicious vanilla iced tea. It's really, really good. So I'm going to mix that up. And then I'm going to add some ice and water to it, and then you'll have your fat burning iced vanilla tea. So here it is with all the ice. You stir it up, and you have your iced vanilla fat burning tea. This one is great for the summer. This one is perfect for the summertime. To replace your sweet tea if you're from the South. I'm going to have to taste this one. It needs more sweetener. But the vanilla part's perfect. I don't need to add any more water to it. It just needed more sweetener. This is when liquid stevia really comes in handy. Like if you had vanilla stevia drops, that would work really good. Okay, that's perfect. It needs to be sweet. Well, I need to make this one more often. I like this one. Alright, so now on to the next one. So for our next drink, we're going to make the Winter Wonderland sip. Have you ever made this one? This one is by far one of my favorites. You need peppermint tea. It is really good. It's really nice to have this drink like during the holidays. People like having holiday drinks. But I steeped my tea. I'm going to add that. And then now basically you're going to be adding your sweeteners, and you can add a little bit of vanilla to it. And you can add some peppermint extract to it if you have it, or some essential oils, depending on if you use essential oils or not. Not too much vanilla, just a little bit. I don't usually add the peppermint extract. It's usually just fine when I steep it. Did I add the salt yet? I'm going to add a couple bits of salt. Oh, I grabbed my sugar instead of a trimmy mix. You can add a little bit of MCT oil or butter to this. I'm all out of MCT oil and I don't want to put butter in it right now, so I'm going to leave it out. One rounded, let's see, we need about a teaspoon of some protein powder or collagen, stevia. Now you could add some glucose if you want it to be a little thicker. So let's mix this up. See how simple these drinks are? These drinks are super simple and there's like really no special ingredients in it. Adding the collagen or protein powder to this just helps give it a little foaminess and a little bit of protein to it, and add some creaminess to the texture of the drink. So there you have it. You can add, like I said, you can add some peppermint extract or peppermint essential oils. I'm going to make sure I got all my ingredients in there. Yeah, I did. So now I'm just going to add ice and water. Or even if you got one of those Thm Sipper cups, one of these, they'd be really great in one of these. I'll do my next one in that. So you just mix it all up and you enjoy a little peppermint sip, Winter Wonderland sip. And you just adjust your seasoning, your taste. It needs more. The peppermint part is fine. It's always the sweetener. You don't want to overdo it at first. That's really good. I made one of these just the other day, so this is really, really good. So there's that one. For the vanilla chai, you're going to put your vanilla chai tea in your cup that you steeped, your 2 tea bags. You're going to add a little bit of a couple dashes of salt. You're going to add stevia or super sweet or whatever you want to do for your sweetener. I'm going to add a little dash of cinnamon to this. That adds with the chai spices very well. And I also am going to add about a teaspoon of my trimmy mix. So you can add a teaspoon of protein powder or a teaspoon of collagen. And then lastly, some almond milk. I'm just going to add about 1/4 cup. Not very much. Mix all this up together. There it is, all nice and full. This is a vanilla chai. Iced vanilla chai, and by adding just the 1/4 cup of almond milk, you're still keeping it a sipper. You can even add less, and there you have it. Now don't add half and half or whipping cream, because then you're totally changing the drink from a sipper. So this one is delicious, an iced chai. So there you go. You got the 3 drinks and the 4 drinks if you count the ones that you can change out the teas with the Good Girl Moonshine. Simple, easy ways to stay hydrated for your Trim Healthy Mama. I hope you enjoyed this video, ladies, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Be a blessing.